What do you?
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I'm Yeezy gang and Air Force One gang. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh. Organized Sound Podcast, welcome back. I'm hosted by Whoisreef right now, and we linked up previously over in Rock Hill, South Carolina, and we had a really good time. We checked out the area. We checked out the school where Reef grew up. We went over to the chicken spot that is right in his hometown, right in the downtown. The tenders got that 24 karat golden sauce on them. This is like a honey mustard, but the depths of flavor are like 4 times more. We hit up the mall. We had like a full day of recording, and we got some great footage, but we lost the audio. So now we're here, and we're running back a lot of the things we talked about, which was his creative work, his photography, his videography, and how he got started with all those things. So I want to hear from you, Reef, about your area. What what was it like growing up? What's that environment?
Well, I mean, like growing up in Rock Hill, I mean, like everybody know everybody. Now, people are starting to make like more moves towards music, but like growing up, like living in Rock Hill and like South Carolina, like there was like zero music scene. I feel like, yeah, I feel like we didn't have a sound until like probably like 2017 ish. I feel like,
Yeah.
but
And then
like we
what?
had like there was like a couple songs like in the early 2000s that like might have like gained a little traction, but like as of like a scene in a whole, like nothing compared to like Atlanta or Chicago or LA, those type of areas, like nothing in comparison.
All right. So I want to talk about you specifically getting into kind of creative work and doing video edits early on. How did that start for you?
Well, really, like I've been doing videos and like creative work since I was a child. Like probably like around 2013 or 14, I made a YouTube channel when I was like in middle school, I think, about like sneakers or whatever. And that was kind of like a gateway to doing bigger things like that. Like I always knew that I wanted to create videos and really like around like 2018, I think. After I think I stopped doing the sneaker videos as I got into like high school, but like around like my junior year, I started doing um like fan made edits for Playboy Cardi, like just some little stuff I used to do, like because I
Yeah.
know, yeah, like
Talk about kind of like your approach to edits. What were your influences for how to make something look?
well, like early on,
Yeah.
or like early on, like I looked at a lot of the AUG videos and just a lot of different music videos that music I liked, you know. Um yeah, I used to like take a lot of inspiration from those videos.
So talk to me about Playboy Cardi in particular and what you drew you to his music and his kind of fan base, his wave.
Well, I mean, uh let me think about this one. Well, I don't really remember what really drew me to him, his music or whatever, but I just really liked his music. I liked what he talked about in it and like the style of it, you know? And um yeah, I feel like I just really like the style of the music and it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very young. It's very oriented in like fits and fashion. Um, and I just totally agree. He's somebody who feels like he's on the pulse. He knows what's coming next. I think that's his real strength. He feels like the penultimate hipster, like he has the ultimate taste.
Yeah, facts.
Where do they sell them over there?
What's that?
Do they sell them over there or not?
I've never seen this stuff.
Where? You about to be, everybody's loving them.
So like, who invented it? But who invented it?
I mean, there's something that's going around in like Atlanta and like Cali, but nobody's doing it here in Charlotte.
So you are the plug.
Yes, sir.
So what is this called?
Crack grapes.
Crack
Crack grapes. Follow us on the grams.
Yeah.
Crack
So what's
grapes.
the Instagram?
KRACK grapes on Instagram.
Oh yeah, we got some more packages in about 5.
So what is it? What does it taste like?
It's like a candied grape with Jolly Ranchers crushed on it.
That's all right. Yo, we're hitting this taste test. Reef, you ready for this?
It's frozen, so quite hard. Yeah, kind of a little bit either.
Oh shit.
You feel that?
Good as fuck, bro.
Long, bro?
Absolutely. Your photography. How did you go from the edits to connecting with people and shooting them, getting pictures?
Well, I always been like a big concert goer, and just well, I wouldn't say always. Well, in the recent years, like around my first concert I ever went to was a Playboy Cardi concert. So I've been to a couple of concerts, just been meeting people in Charlotte. Oh, I'm from South Carolina, but I'm like 30 minutes away from Charlotte, and that's where all like the big concerts and events are. So I would always go to like the concerts and network with people on Instagram, and then I happened to get passes from like media passes from people that I would meet at different shows and um different events and meeting other people through that. Then 2019 I bought a camera, and then I was gonna start doing like music videos, but I just haven't already I haven't gotten to that point yet. So I knew that I was good at editing, and I knew that I was gonna eventually start shooting music videos, but I just didn't have it all together yet. So I started going to concerts and trying to get my name out there, and taking pictures of the artists. And I feel like uh the camera that I had bought was pretty solid, but I knew that I was gonna eventually have to upgrade it. Not, I did that a couple months ago.
Writing on the wall. So tell me about the Ruby Rose pictures you took in particular. Tell me the story of that day and that whole thing.
Well, I think I hit up a promoter, because it was CIAA weekend. That was it was like the final CIAA weekend of Charlotte. It's like an event with all the HBCUs, colleges or whatever, and they come to Charlotte and they play basketball in like a tournament or something.
Yeah.
But like it'd be like a whole bunch of like parties and stuff that whole weekend. So there was a club event, and I'm like, I think I was like 18 at the time, or I might have been 19. And there was a club event, and I knew that I wasn't gonna be old enough to get in, obviously, because you got to be
21
21.
plus.
Yeah, so I just hit up this promoter, asked him for a media pass, and he was pretty cool with it. And it happened to be that Ruby Rose was booked that same night or whatever for the CIAA. And uh yeah, like I just went in there, took the pictures, and I got to meet her. And yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, you said she's really nice, right? Of all the people you've met kind of so far.
Yeah, like she really is like one of the nicest people I've met in the whole like industry, low key.
Well, I think that's a great kind of standard to set, you know. That's a great reputation to have.
Facts.
Um
Like,
oh
even though,
shoot, you got your BB belt right here. Yo, and it's Steelers, bro. Pick that up. Pick that up. Yo, this is kind of hard, right?
Right. I don't know about this. Bro, I'm in the week.
That's perfect.
I'm weak. I gotta put this on snap, bro.
So I think let's fast forward to now. Newer gear. You're doing the music videos. You just hit up Atlanta, you were telling me, and shot like 6 videos in the space of like 24 hours. Who are some of the artists that you've been really excited to work with, and how are you kind of working in that creative space to put forward their vision?
uh, well, a couple of artists I went out there and worked with. I worked with a lot of the artists from like PDE, like Young Nudie,
Mm.
affiliated people. Um, I worked with Bermuda Ye, 1504, Youngin, and Mute Baby. And I'm really just trying to like I just went like last weekend, so I'm still trying to put the pieces together with those videos. But I just dropped one with this artist named Silk the Prince, and the video was pretty clean. Like I feel like I haven't shot a video that looked anything like that before, and it was pretty good to get out of my comfort zone and travel to Atlanta.
That's awesome. So, tell me about kind of your more local scene, because the Carolinas has a lot of up and coming artists that you really believe in. Who are
Yeah,
some of those people?
a couple artists I've been working with, um, from my city in particular, um, SG Dale. I got a video with him on my channel. It's almost at like 10,000 views. I just dropped one with Fargo Brightland the other day. I mean, I think it was like last week. That one's doing pretty good right now. And BT Cartel, really like I just want to make like a little wave in my city. Well, not a little wave, a big wave in my city. Make it like one of those like something like Atlanta or like something like that. You feel me? Like
A hub.
I don't think that it will be somewhere that a lot of artists gravitate to like come start a
Start something,
career.
right?
Yeah, but I think that it can be known as a place where artists come from, you know?
Yes. It's where they're, born type thing.
Yeah, facts.
Okay. Um, That's dope. And I definitely, from the stuff you've showed me, man, that's for sure the talent is there. So um, I'm very excited for everything you got going on. Talk about the future of the Whoisreef brand and where you see things going.
Well, honestly, right now, I'm focusing on directing videos, music videos in particular. Um, and then eventually I plan to branch out and make a media blog and hire like writers and um make merchandise like shirts and hoodies and clothes and different things like that. And maybe it can turn into like a label or something like that. But right now I'm just focusing on putting one piece at a time.
Perfect. Right. You're building gradually, and you're still so young that it's like, you can make sure you have that foundation. And I think that's really important. And you're doing exactly what you need to be doing in terms of like growing that network and having that resume of your work, and just being super official.
Your facts. Appreciate it.
Hey, and I mean that pretty much wraps up my questions in my interview, but did you have any last shout outs or anything that you want to say?
Um yeah, shout out to everybody that supports me and it keeps me going. Shout out to everybody that helps out on the videos on set and my behind the scenes cameraman, shot by Cozy and Squid Link. They're my boys. Y'all go follow them. And that's pretty much it.
All right. Awesome. Well, this has been the Organized Sound Podcast. I've been talking to Whoisreef. Go and check out his music videos. I'm going to link some of them below in the bio of this video. And keep an eye on the Carolinas, man, and South Carolina and Charlotte and Rock Hill. A lot of talent out there. Emerging music scene for sure. Reef, really appreciate it. And we're signing out.
Welcome to first class. Mix Nation for real. Turn me up, can't turn me down. Cut the lights off. Came in this bitch triple sauce. I'm clean just like lights off. Clean just like Mr. Fresh Deposit. Ooh, catch the check. Pop it, get that nigga stretch. Noggin, I just want the neck. Turn me up, can't turn me down. Cut the lights off. Came in this bitch triple sauce. I'm clean just like lights off. I'm clean just like Mr. Fresh Deposit. Ooh, catch the check. Pop it, get that nigga stretch. Noggin, I just want the neck.